you want water?
Good evening. The same reflection I told you yesterday always is very difficult in Europe. And play away. Here, you see like me, the atmosphere they have here, great atmosphere with their supporters. Of course, they are as well our supporters, 2,600 I think. And it was a very very high level match, and we are taking experiences in Europe, and of course we can feel a little bit, or they can feel we are favorite, but it's very difficult. And if you are showing another matches in Europa League or even in Champions League or even in Conference, you can watch some big surprises as well. And I am happy, not because we didn't play well, we didn't control of the game like we prepare, like usually we are doing, but I accepted as well their work, their job in their tactical plan, how they were very intense. In the duel very intense, and in the duels as well, sometimes winning more than us in some moment on the field, and they deserve more. And I am happy because I knew before the difficulty we are going to face. Confirm it. The players as well, they were a little bit upset because they were feeling not comfortable. But I told them to compete is the most important, and when we are not clear or clever playing and controlling of the game, like when we are feeling comfortable and we are feeling stronger, we have to accept and compete and to avoid their game plan. And we did it. Even they had, I think, 2 good chances, the first half one, the second half. We saved it. We didn't have really clear chances. Maybe the last one at the last moment with Leon Bailey, one crosses of Zaniolo, but the first half, only one action of Musa was not enough to get a goal. And for me now is of course very important this result, and is of course the result is open for the next week. And now we are going to try to do something different, really different, and try to respecting them, because now we know them better even. But of course my message before was the same. And now at home in Villa Park, we will need our support, we need our atmosphere as well, we will need our moment next week on Thursday, and trying to play being more successful than today in our idea.
What is the latest on Pau Torres? He obviously came off at half-time.
Pau Torres, he had a small injury 2 weeks ago, and didn't play last match in Luton. He was in the bench, and we did a plan with him. Of course, the plan before the match is not completely 100% sure to get it, because the result, how it's going the match. But even like that, I think tactically as well, we need to change something, and we did it. And the plan was as well to play more or less, if we could do it, play 45 minutes with Pau Torres, and we decided like that.
Next.
Mr. Emery, in the Netherlands we were a little bit afraid of Ollie Watkins, but Ajax controlled him a little bit. How do you rate the defensive performance of Ajax tonight?
Very good, really very good, because they have young centre back, but potential centre backs, and for them play matches like that against us Oli Watkins, more or less, he's progressively taking a high level in football world as a striker, and in Premier League scoring other goals. And for them as well, it was a very good challenge to try to face him. And of course, they did a very good work, and was not easy for our striker, for our winger, for our midfielders. But this is Europe, and this is as well the players. They are involved in Europe, and for them it's a very good opportunity as well to develop here with Ajax playing in Europe. And the centre back, they did very good work.
You obviously know the assistant coach at Ajax, right? Hedwiges Maduro. Did you speak to him before the match?
No, I was with him, but only speak a few seconds. And sometimes we are sending messages through our phones. But I appreciate him a lot, because I coached him in Valencia, in Spain, in Valencia, but as well in Sevilla when he had some problem. And really, I'm very happy for him.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Unai, what do you want to see different from your team next week in the second leg?
Villa Park. And more or less it's good result, but it's very open the round. And we are going to try, of course, to play imposing more than today our game plan, and try to feel strong at home with our supporters, and then try to use our skills. Not like tonight, because I think today we didn't show our really potential collectively and even individually.
Unai, how did you prepare your players to play in such a hostile environment, very difficult place to play in?
Here today. The message is, and the experiences we can have, or the experiences we talk together here. And we started this competition. At the beginning, we played the first 2 matches against Bernian before playing groups. And we were very focused, and we won, okay? But when we started in groups against Leia Barsawa, in Barsawa, we lost. And that is a very good example. And today we were speaking about the difficult. And of course, we prepared the match tactically. We were very, very focused to stop them, try to identify their power. Of course, Henderson is helping them a lot now, and he's probably getting better, feeling comfortable. They have very young players, talent players, and they are young, but playing out of matches in Europe, in their league, and taking experiences. And maybe in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we could see them playing in this level, or even in higher level. And that was the message. And then, of course, focus and be very demanding in our position on the pitch and trying to impose. But we didn't do. We didn't do like we prepared. The second half better than the first half, but we didn't deserve more than we achieved today.
Unai, just in terms of the team selection, how much was Tottenham game in your thinking? Obviously, you made a few changes tonight. You're trying to juggle both competitions. How much was the Tottenham game in your thoughts?
Not really thinking on Sunday, because we decided the starting 11 as well with the players we have to play with them. For example, Tin. For example, Morgan, because we didn't have one player like Tin after the injury of Camara. But like Ajax, they have a lot of young players, and they are setting those players on the field and progressively play and get experiences. With T, we have to do the same. And today was the match. And playing with Douglas Luiz, playing with Tielemans, with around him, with players with experiences, with Lenglet, with Konsa. We decided Diaby, because the same like Bailey, he was playing less, but the last matches as well on Sunday, his impact was fantastic, and we needed as well to put him in the pitch. and we decided to play with Pau Torres, but knowing the management of him maybe was not necessary to play 90 minutes because maybe could take some risk. And we had as well in the bench the first time after his injury Diego Carlos, but it was the same, not risk to play. And then played Morgan because Ramsey's out. I told you before the match of yesterday, John McGinn was the last time before yesterday, he had a small pain and was out, and I prefer as well don't take risk because maybe playing in the starting 11 could have more problem. But more or less, the starting 11 is very recognizable players, and more or less, I was trying to be positive with those players, but really we didn't control of the game like we wanted. But even playing maybe with another players, 1 or 2 or 3, maybe it could be the same.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Cheers,
Thank you. See you next week.